What test? That is incorrect. Refresh the chat, everybody. Yeah, all right. Welcome to the show, everybody. I do believe my sound is working properly, and all of my looky-loos are in the right place. Left cam, working. Right cam, working. Top-down cam, out of focus, but working. Roman cam, working. And as always, the main cam is working. All right, so today, before I started the stream, I was getting extremely frustrated trying to get my FPV system to work. Now, it had been a long time. Let's paint on here. Since I had turned it on. And apparently it was not on the DJI 03 air unit mode. And on DJI FPV mode, it'll just pick up whatever FPV signal and run with it. Who'd have thunk it, right? Makes no sense. You know why? Because it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. But I figured it out, and now my FPV systems work. Kind of. So this was the original one I made. It is very good. Let's see if I can get you close up. Maximum close up. Where's my Roman cam? Oh, the Roman candle, huh? Candelabra, Nicaragua. Oh my God, you guys. The crap that is on the desk. You always think you're ready. And then you turn everything on. You're not ready. What is happening right now? There's a block caught on a cat toy caught underneath of a Ford or Chevrolet truck. So many things are happening. Roman cam. Roman cam. So this is the original unit. You're gonna wish I had some sort of stabilization on this camera when I do not. Air units in there. I think all the power runs through this thing here. And initially I'm running this fan's power. Let's rotate it around. Off of the header on the receiver down in here somewhere. In there, I think. And it's a good system. It works. I like it. It's dusty, but it works. This fan is not as great as the other one, but it works. It all works. And, you know, that's what we're trying to get working in the other one. Very good stuff. Should be awesome, dope coolness. Of course, I sit down, start filming, everybody wants to call me. Mr. Popular over here. I got drawers, you guys. You guys are gonna start seeing some of this stuff clear up. Stole a couple of my drag cars, or just one of them, actually. I got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them to sell. Oh, my back. Cheap if you want a drag car. I'll sell it to you for $75. You have to come get it though. All right. Yeah. So yeah. There are a couple things I got to do today. I got to take this pole start and put it on this Serpent buggy because this pole start is a la toast. You know what? I should look. So this is a Nova Rossi 21. I do not, yes. So it is a Nova Rossi made for mass production. It's actually for this Serpent car. So I'm probably going to get rid of it. I don't really know if I'm going to run this car. It looks okay. Doesn't have enough caster, I don't think, but I'm going to give it a shot. Just needs a servo replacement. And I need to get that motor started, which it should after I clean it out. But back to the FPV thing. Another thing is this is not an antenna. This is a voltage detector. So I gotta take this out of here, attach it to the red wire so I know how much voltage is going to my car and my goggles, or then my radio or something, I don't know. I'm gonna plan on using the M12 for this. Is it up here? Nope. But anyways, it's the Radio Master M12. It's around here somewhere. I'm sure I'll come up on it in a second. And yeah, I just watched a little video on how to work on your put a curve in the radio, and it's in mixes. I think the curve is separate per side or something. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. But for right now, let's just take a look at this thing in action, and I'll see if I can get the poop cam to work. All right. I have. Oh, that's right. I haven't installed this yet. This is the Chad Rains Mustard Tiger 03 Air Unit Armor. It works. When I first put it on, I couldn't get my goggles were on the wrong thing, so I thought it was broken, but it isn't broken. It works. I kind of wish I may try to just desolder this fan connector. There's a 5-volt out, but I don't know if 5 volts is going to be enough to power a fan. Anyways, hopefully that's 12 volts out, or 8.4 volts or something for the fan controller thing. Anyways, they got one in this unit over here, and I got it all working, and it's going to be great. But just for poops and gigs, let's go ahead and turn this one on, and I will show you guys the head tracker in action. Let's see. Use this camera here. Right, Cam? All right, there's your head tracker. Let me run a battery checker on this, see if I have any power on here. .6, not enough. And I went through all this trouble, and it was a lot of trouble. Okay, a lot of trouble getting all this stuff working, only to find out it wasn't what I thought it was. So eventually, I'm going to be using these batteries, 6,000 milliamp TX batteries, to power the air unit. So let's go ahead and pop that in there. The top fan still works, so look at that. Chassis snap, so attention. Airline unit state disabled. Air unit will overheat. That's not. Let's hope it doesn't overheat. That would suck. I need. Oh, I remember. Very confusing. Yeah, it's a button on the left. All right, here we go. I'm going to turn on the head tracker. If I can find the freaking button. We are head tracking. Look at that. Look to the right, up, down. Pretty good. I think you can tilt your head side to side too, huh? Yeah, I guess it does. Pretty neat. Looking at you guys. All right, let's see if I can get this to show up. Roman cam. Zoop. There you go. Look at that. Look up. Look down. Look all around. Pretty neat. All right, so that unit works. Yay. Now, let's get back to the one that wasn't working right. Look at that camera move. Ooh. Pretty neat. So, pull the plug on that guy. And eventually, we will hook up. Is that getting hot? A little bit. We have to hook this thing up to this one, which is really simple. You pull the plug out of the back, you put it in here, and you power it through here. I think I could even run this side fan off of here. Or I'll make another plug for it. Anywho, let's look at the other one. I forgot there's a freaking a manual brake on this car. It's the infraction. It's got like a drift brake or whatever. All right. It's back to air unit number 2. I've reorganized, you guys. I know it doesn't look like it, but it's a whole new me. I got drawers now. Look at me. These batteries are going back because I'm not going to use those. Here we go. This guy, still on. Channel A. Whatever. All right, here comes the other air unit. I'm going to give you guys the close-up view with left cam. Here are the goggles. Here is the air unit and gimbal system. It's the system. Yeah, I am dropping everything in 4K. I am. I never said I was good at this. I just said I was going to do it. And you guys can come join me. That's all I said. Now I got to get rid of all these extra antennas. Trash pieces of plastic. Trash Panda. This is the battery I'm going to be using to power the air units. I made myself a little dingle dangle somewhere. Here it is. That's not it. Where did the dongle go? This is for my goggles. I made a wire. I made a wire. Is it on there? It is on there. Right. Made this wire right here, so I can use regular XT60s. Pretty dope. So let's see what do we got. See what do we got. We got it a thing, or we got it a thing, or what do we got? We're gonna record, see what we got. bounce it off my guitars. All right, this air unit, this bass is still in development because I was going to run it off one of these here and then have this one be back here, like that. In this kind of configuration. Camera brightness is up way too high. Right? One battery on this side and the battery on the back. This had a mount printing out that would do that. But it looks like this is probably not going to be enough. So I'm going to run it on a 3S, the air unit itself on 3S, just so I don't get any like huge dips or anything like that on longer range. And this little fan, let's put these right here. And this little fan guy here slides onto these two pins like so, like maybe like so, like, oh God. You know, sometimes your 3D prints, they're not very smooth. Let me turn this off. It goes down onto these pins. It's supposed to. Every once in a while, it decides not to, and you got to hit it with a hammer. You know, that's my solution to all the things. Hit it with a hammer and get it learnt. You don't play games out here in these streets. There it goes. Goes on there like that, and then if I could find the two tiny little, nope, they're gone. They're gone. Oh, one's right there. Tiny little clips. One goes on here. Yeah, that's got to stop. Goes on there. Quickly make my phone stop making me look like. Yep, just keep doing it. It's cool. Now I gotta find what I did with the other. There it is. Found it. Found it. Look at that. And it clips in here with the little tiny body clips for the 128 scale. Look at that. That clip right on there. Clip right on there, man. Get it right on there. Clip it down. And whip that, slap it, whip that, do just like that. Pretty groovy. All right, this is going to get a little loud, but we're going to plug this guy into here and then plug this guy into the fan control. Turn that mic down, guys. There. Test. Yeah, you can still hear me if I'm yelling. I'm going to scream over the thing so you can still hear me, but not have to hear that god-awful wailing. The god-awful wailing, man. The wailing. Test. 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 There we go. There we go. All right. Anyways, it's all powered up, and we got to power on the goggles. And hopefully this freaking works. That goes in there. My lovely glasses go here. Oh, we got picture. We got pizza, my friend. Oh, we've got connectivity. Look at that. Oh my God, this is gonna be so good, you guys. The air unit is on. You know what? Let's go to my settings. Like nobody can see this but me, but auto low power state of air unit. Protocol standard. We got 4K 60. There you go. We are. Look at that. We're looking around. Fantabulous. Now you will see this fully operational battle station. Look at that. Yay! It's great. All right. Let's go turn that goddamn thing off. It's loud as shit. Woo! All right. It works. Now I just have to get a mount that fits the battery I want to use. And we are in there like the proverbial polo swimwear, you guys. Proverbial. 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 All right. Mic check. So there you go. I fixed it. Life is, oh God, I gotta unplug this. Life is grand. Life is great. I need myself a real cheap date. Yeah, and that full power thing definitely works. So should be pretty interesting once I get the footage in the old F5. And I still gotta do the diffs in the F5 and replace the ABCD blocks. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that now. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. No, I'm not gonna do that. Recite the Pledge of Allegiance. So there you go. I got all my FPV stuff set up. I'm really a little bit miffed because I think I should have probably just made a base with both of these. But we'll go through yes. We're gonna go through yes, just cause, just cause, just cause, just cause, just cause. I mean, I could power the whole unit from this one battery. Maybe we'll try that first, and then we'll see how that goes. And if 6,000 milliamps is enough to power the fans and the air unit, then life will be great. And it'll be nice and compact. If not, separate power systems for each. Two viewers. Anybody working on anything? I think I'm gonna take a break tonight, y'all. I'm tired. And I don't really have anything to work on. Well, I suppose I could bring the freaking F5 up here and do the blocks and the diffs. I could do that. The other day, I was testing the Baja 5B, and if you're going to run on 4 holes, you have to run a thicker viscosity shock fluid, and I did not do that, so it's super bouncy. So I have to get into that car and change out the shock oil. But that's not going to happen until after this weekend because I got to go to the store and get the proper oils. Actually, you know what? I might just start out from 80 and call it and see what happens. Put 40 in the front. What usually do you put harder in the back? I'll have to look at my shock grease for my other car. I think it's lighter in the front and yeah, stiffer in the back. Yeah. So I'll put 40 in the front, 80 in the back, or maybe 80 all the way around and see what happens. I have some Traxxas stuff I'm doing there. But what's cool is I have lipos already ready for the project. I don't have to go buy any more lipos. I have this, this is an old Dynamite 5200, and this is a Pulse 6000, or no, 15C 5200. And this is a much tighter battery, so I don't know. Batteries is batteries, you know? But the problem is, there's 1, 2, and 3. That's the third one. And all these with the bigger connectors are supposed to go for the goggles. So I may have to order one more of these for my goggles. Or, howdy freaking doody. You know what? I use that for my goggles. Boom. Well, that's not the goggles section. I use this one. Maybe I will use this and this for the goggles and make 2 of these. So many choices. Just too many choices. I don't want to spend any more money. All right, so let's get the freaking F5 out and start the arduous process of getting the ABCD blocks in and get some diff grease in these diffs. I think I got it right over there. It doesn't have a center diff, and hey, what's up, Dad? I was just about to bust out the F5 so I can put these aluminum blocks on it and put the diff grease in there. I just tested out the air unit. With the gimbal, it's working perfectly. Now I have to remodel the other one to match this one. Because if I can power the entire thing off a higher milliamp, I don't, this is, oh, this is a 3S. And I bet you if I ran the fans to the fan pins, that might actually work. Yeah. So here, let's check this out. So this thing, has this fan thing on it, and I'm pretty sure that's 7.4 volts. You can run it on up to 3S, so I could run a single 3S into the thing and run all my fans to this. But that just means I have to desolder this thing and run all the fans to the pins, like 2 on the top and then a couple on the bottom. Is square positive? Is that what it is? Looks like it might be. Positive, negative. Negative's always on the outside, right? I got questions, you guys. Negative's on the outside. So positive, negative signal. Signal is the white one. I'll have to look it up and see how this, oh no, it's marked. So this one on the left is, that one on the left is positive. Why? I don't know why this camera's so blown out. But let me go ahead and fix that. And give me the little thing, man. There we go. Charge mode. And oh God. There. That looks good. Now, for some reason, I use this one. White balance, filter, turn the exposure down. There we go. Now turn it off. What are you doing, Dads? Turn it back on. That's much better. Chop, chop. What the heck? There we go. Oh, oh, oh. So behind. But that's great. I wonder if the right cam needs to be. No, that's fine. Looking for batteries on sale. Dude, everything is expensive, man. And China tariffs. What size batteries looking for? I was looking for batteries the other day, but for God's sake, I bought 3 of these and I found all 3 of them. Is that thing on? No. And I got 2 from a headset, and I think I'm gonna get 1 more and see if I can power the whole unit on just this 600 milliamp 2S battery. Run all my fan headers to this pin thing, and that should work. It should work. 4S 6000, 6S 8000 plus. At 8,000, I think, like Hulu. These batteries aren't bad. I think this one is the one with the steel plates in it. So even though it's a saw pack, it still is pretty durable. This one's 6,200 at 6S. I think I paid less than 100 for it. I'm running Z or some Zuwu or something like that. Some blue pack has got a graphene battery. Uh-oh. Is my left cam jacked up? It is. Guys, I can't seem to hold it together. Using the water. Why using the water? Yeah, it's just stuck. Camera's stuck. Oh, back in business. Paint ideas. Okay. Orange. Go orange. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. If you want to drop pictures in the Discord, I could share them so people can see them on the screen. R34 body for the Infraction 6S. OEM looking. Oh, so you want like either that freaking Godzilla blue color? I think it's metallic. I think Spastix makes a dark metallic blue that you could probably get. But their dark metallic blue has larger flakes, if you know what I'm saying. Like this is it. Actually, no, I guess that's not that bad. This is the dark metallic blue. And now that I look at it, it probably isn't the same color. I have light metallic, but that's definitely too light. Or get purple and get that purple blue color change paint. What the dope. All right. I'm so happy this works. I'm so happy it works. Oh my God, it took so long. I just got to get this thing in that other car. That's what we'll do. We're going to get that other car over here, and we're going to set it up so that this thing works. Yeah. If you do like just when you do color shift, you have to use a solid color underneath. You can't use a metallic color because it ruins the color shift. Because if you did like a dark purple with a purple, blue, green color change, that might look fire. Like if you just make sure when you do the body, you use the entire can of the color change stuff. Like I do 4 coats usually is what it took, was the whole can for this body. This one didn't come out as good because I used the wrong color. This was, God, orange pearl, which I did not really want. What works best with orange is gold to red. And I got gold to red on here. I got gold to red on here. I got gold to red on there. But it came out really good on this one. Right here. This is a better example. This is gold to red. You can kind of see like the gold. It doesn't really come out on video that well, but outside it is really cool looking. And if you got the purple and you put a dark purple underneath, and you got I think it's purple, green, blue, or something like that, that'd be pretty tight. Because in the sunlight, I would go purple and like green. Be pretty tight. I think it might have gold in it too. I think they have one that's a purple, gold, red, or something like that. And what I was planning on doing with that body is getting a GTR sticker, like a GTR window sticker, and using it as a template, and putting it like kitty cornered like this. So when I painted it, I would not either use a different color change for that portion of it, or just not do color change on that one spot, so that in the sun, the whole thing color shifts except for the GTR logo, which stays the flat purple of the car. That is a good idea. But you got to find a GTR sticker, like a backwards GTR sticker to put on the inside of the body and get it to fit. If you have like a Cricut cutter, a Cricut cutter, or Cricut cutter, whatever those things are called, you can make your own transfer stickers, and you could do it that way. That's what I was going to do. Yes, I do. The only thing I would not use of Spastics is their what is it? That freaking the translucent black, like the window tint color of theirs. Don't use that stuff. It's garbage. Use the stuff by Tamiya. The Tamiya Smoke. Oh, you have a Cricut? Yeah. Just if you have a Cricut, go look for a good GTR symbol, and then turn it into a vector or put it into the program. And I think it'll allow you to do outlines. And then basically, you cut your sticker. You use that transfer thing to put it on the inside of the body and make sure it's the right way. Or I think you have to print it backwards to put it on the inside, right? Is that how that works? And make it big enough so that, like, so you could still, you could still see that it says GTR. I was gonna try to make mine big enough to be like, would go like this all the way up to here, and then it would be everything else would be color change, and then but the symbol wouldn't be. So outside of the sun, you wouldn't be able to see the logo, but once you took it outside, it would be really, like, it was gonna be dope. But alas, I'm impatient. I got the body, I got the paint, and I was gonna try to do it, but I couldn't get my wife has one of the newer Cricut machines, the purple one. I have no idea how to use that thing. I had the old, like, V1 or V2, the white one that I used to make stickers with. That thing was awesome. Like, it had its own separate software that you could use, and you could integrate with freaking, I think it was Illustrator. It's great. Hers, you have to use a web app, and I hate it. It stinks, and I hate it. Yeah, Spastics color change is really good. It's really good. You got to use, you got to keep shaking the can and make sure you use multiple coats, waiting at least 5 minutes between each coat. Also, do it in the warmth. If you're going to do it in the cold, you have to make sure that you're not touching the body while you put it on, because your warm hand will put moisture on the body, and wherever your hand is, the paint won't stick right, and you'll get like these weird, not quite fingerprints, but like, mess ups in the paint where the paint doesn't adhere properly. Yeah. And make sure you put your sticker on before you put the color change on. That way it won't, you leave it on there the entire time until you put your color coat on. All right, let me try to get this thing into this car. Okie dokie. One day I'm going to fall out of this chair. All right. Okay, so with the other one, oh, that's right. This is a different version. So I'll have to put this somewhere else. I'll have to mount it on the side or something. I may have to print something to hold this, because I can't I guess I could put it right there. Put it on top of that. Because there's no button. And this doesn't have a signal or anything. it right here. Put it back here. Put it somewhere. This is not going to be the same thing. You just got to make sure that this goes on via that right there. No. Oh, Jesus, that is the worst. I've just remembered that when I made this cable, I had to make this cable and these wires are like barely stuck in there. I would need a heat gun to get that off of there. You know what? Let me try to do that first. See if I can pull this off of here. I think I could probably snip the tabs. At the back. All right, this is probably a terrible idea, but here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, it worked. Let me do a little soldering here. So I clipped off the little thing that was on there, and now I'm going to apply, take these little tabs off. Oh my goodness. I think it needs a longer cable. I need to pull these closer. One of the two. Hit the OK button. Sucker heats up quick. Actually, this is not attached to anything else. Let's put it right here. That's the QR code if you want to learn how to use this thingy. Use the thing. Do I have any solder anywhere? Not. There it is. It's the final roll. Final countdown. This is going to be interesting. I don't want to damage the board, but at the same time, I want to put pressure on the pin so it comes out. There we go. One. we go. Both pins are out. You know what? I could even use a sharper tip. This is gonna hurt. I have to take this tip off here, and I don't want to. I don't. No, I don't. No, sir. No, I don't. I'm gonna try to use the edge. See if that works. Yes, I did scorch the board. Let's hope it didn't do any permanent damage. Permanent damage. A scorch mark. A little scorchy scorch on the boardy board. This thing is still like super bright. I turned down the exposure setting, but all right. Oh my God. Here it goes. Way too much heat. All right, so now, I hope I didn't fucking burn into the freaking. Cha-chas off of there. Okay. So now what I'm going to want to do, this is 5 volts, but that's not enough. Like right here, this is 5 volts, but that's not going to be enough. I'm pretty sure these are going to be 7.4 volts or battery voltage. So let's start with this guy. From what I understand, when you are making an FPV car like this, you shouldn't run anything that, like, you shouldn't run the air unit or anything like that off of the battery power, because when you hit your brakes, it sends a pulse back up through your battery. Your battery can handle it, of course. It's regenerative braking, basically, and it could burn out your air unit or your other stuff. You don't want that. You don't want that. All right, so now I have to mark this wire. I don't think I have my white marker. Nope, all black. Right. Now I gotta find a roll of tape. Nothing there. I don't know, you guys. Because now I'm thinking, let's turn this off. Back over there. So I don't want to run anything off of the board here. I wonder if do I have a censored motor I can replace this castle with? I might have that. I'll have a look around. Let's see. So we got positive and negative there. I'm trying to mark this wire so I know that it's positive. But for some reason, all of my electrical tape has fled the scene. Just the other day, I put a roll of it right here. Oh, let's use this right here. All right, I'm going to put this on here. Hopefully it stays. And I remember that I marked the hot wire yellow. Because, you know what I'm going to so the air unit was going to be powered off the battery itself. And that will be 3S. So this right here powers, let's see what this powers. This powers this fan and the thing. Okay. I think I have to go find another, I have a 3S one, but I don't have another 2S one, I don't think. I need a plug for the, what's it called? The port thing, balance port. I have a 4S balance port plug, which is actually in here. Well, I thought I did. Nope. Tain't in there. She tain't in there, man. Which is weird because I just was using the. Is that it right there? That's it right there. All right. That is a 3S lead. Let's see. If I run the whole thing off 3S, I can't plug 3S directly into the thing, so that's not going to work. You know what? I got to get a voltage checker because I need to find out what voltage is output through this to this fan header. Because if it's 8.4 volts, we are good to go. But if it's straight battery voltage, all right, let's see if Mr. Chad gives us a wiring diagram of his shit. Let's see, what is that thing called? Chad Rains 03 Armor wiring diagram. Facebook post. I miss forums, you guys. I miss forums. I don't hate Facebook, but it's got too many distractions. The forums didn't have that. So the forums, you went exactly where, I guess Reddit, but good God. These guys got some crazy setups. Crazy. And spec in your bag goes with 9 volts at 1.5 amps. BEC. BEC. Yeah. That I love. That's why I like forums. Forums give you the answers. Oh, for God's sake! Forums give you the answer that you're looking for, not just a bunch of the rest of Facebook you have to look at. I don't want to look at the rest of Facebook. I just want the answer to my question. I need a wiring diagram. For the freaking armor. More images. This is crap. I need Okay, so the main power SC30 connected to 2S to 4S LiPo battery. On the SC connector, PWM port, there are 3 pins, signal, blah, blah, blah. Fan port. A dedicated connector is provided to power an external cooling fan. Aesthetic, but I want to know what the output voltage is on that thing. You guys, I'm gonna have to go get my freaking my voltmeter. Come on, Chad. How are you gonna make something for the FPV community and not have a wiring diagram? Come on, buddy. Come on, little buddies. Little buddies. All right. Fine. I'm gonna go get my freaking volt checker and we're gonna see. Because if this thing outputs 8.4 volts and it is a clean 8.4 volts, he's also got these pads up here, but I think that's for your PWM. Like if you want to solder on a, I don't know, something else. They're not labeled. There's definitely a 5 volt out, but most fans for RC cars are like 8.4 volts or 7 volts or 6 volts. So I'll be right back. I gotta go find my voltmeter. I know exactly where it is. So it's upstairs in the drawer. I think. I hope. Not a way to run a step down. No, there isn't. I don't think, Wraith. And I could. It just seems like a lot. It seems like a lot more stuff I'd have to add to the system. I have a step down. I have I think an 8.4 volt step down. It's in a bag over there. But then I have to like attach another board to something. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. I just want to find out what the output voltage is on this one thing, and we'll be good to go. Just gotta grab my voltmeter. Nope, not in there. Yeah, it's upstairs. It's upstairs, you guys. All the way upstairs. That's not a voltmeter. Pew pew. Okay. We have to do that later because I do not know where my voltmeter is. Stimulate his follicle, and the results are diabolical. Oh, there it is. All right. Voltmeter. All right. So it shouldn't be more than I'm testing on the battery real quick to see if this works. Seven 7.8 volts. All right, cool. All right. I need a all right, that's at 4 volts per cell. So we take this. All right. Do that in there. Wait for that light to go solid. it goes. The hell was that? Okay. So here we go. Our voltmeter. You know, there you go. Voltmeter. Volts to be measured. And okay. What does it say? What does it say? It's 5 volts. Yeah, it's 5 volts. Unacceptable. All right. Let's see if we got voltage up here. 3 volts. 3 volts. 3.2 volts. And these here. Other way. I think this is another 5 volt header. Nope. 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 No power coming into there. Nope. Yeah, 5 volts. 5 volts. Not enough volts. This looks like I'm trying to step down. Well, I mean, I wonder how many volts. So this pinout, the one for this, there's got to be one that does voltage for the air unit, and the air unit has to get at least 8.4 volts. But I don't see anywhere I'll be able to solder onto that, so maybe not. I can go full battery juice off the battery. Oh, shut up. I can go full battery off the, like straight off the battery leads. But I think I will power the fans at least off of this. Or one of them. Questions. Questions. So many questions. So I'd have to find a there's power coming out of the that's already being. I guess you could power that from 3S2. So the only thing I'm really worried about is the fans. So I think I'm going to run this power plug to these bat hookups. So the unit gets power from straight 3S. And that's what it's doing anyways. Yeah. That's what I'll do. Got to cut these, attach them to there, and that will be the power for the gimbal and the other thing, and then I'll attach the fans to that. Yeah. That's great. All right. The other fan is already powered by something internally, so I'm not going to worry about that. It's already connected to this thing, and it's just this one. This is just this is the only guy. This is the guy. And I can cut these a lot shorter, but let's not lose focus. So, okay, so the one with the print, this has no print on it. The one with the print on it is positive. Print on means positive. Somebody clip that. I'm gonna move this way up here. Take both of these, shorten them to about there. And we're gonna peel that off. Peel that off. This is the positive side. And we're going to connect those to the fan. All right. It would appear that pattern, boldness is certain. God, guys, I wish I could play music. You know what I need to do real quick, guys? Go to YouTube Studio, go to content. What? You guys. Content. Videos. Playlists. Dashboard. I can't find this video, you guys. I don't want that. I want content. We're at an hour and 19 minutes, so it's not that one. View all. Huh. It doesn't let you. It doesn't let you. That's annoying. Anyways, skipping it. Moving on. All right. Give you guys a shot of what I'm doing over here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the wire stuck on everything. It's gonna be great. There was a piece of solder that was right there. It is. We're going to tin these two wires up here. Oh. All right, we're at full heat. Full the heat, man. Tin that guy. Moving around. Tin that guy. All right, then we're going to go to this board. And on the front of the board, this is this guy. This is how you burn yourself. And this one is this guy. my hands are in the way, but it's hard to do this so you guys can see it. Ow. That is pretty awful, but like that solder, it doesn't even touching the board. There you go. Now let's see if this will power the fan. Plug this guy into this guy and fire. Hey, that is more than adequate. Those are on pretty good. Digging it. Digging it. All right. Let's see. What else do I need to do? I need to plug this part right here into this guy. Right. Wait a minute. Anyways, let's just plug this in here. Thought maybe I might have done something wrong. I still think I did something wrong, but nothing that's going to cause fire. So I'm going to plug this guy into here. All right. All those wires. Oh, yeah, a loose guy. We got a loose cannon. Get in there. All the wires are in. Nothing's coming out. All right. Now we try to power on everything, at least the air unit, right? So there's always a fan when we turn the air unit on. Is the air unit getting power? It should be. It is. I think. Looks like it is. All right. That looks good. All right, now what else? I have to power the gimbal. And I bet you anything, the gimbal probably takes needs more than 5 volts. It'd be dope if it only needed 5 volts, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think I'm going to have to run the gimbal power off the regular power. That's what I said I was going to do, right? It's too bad you can't, like... Magic. Nope. You have to cut it, solder it, and all these things are going to come flying off every time I melt the thing. It's going to be a pain in the butt, but you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do, man. All right. Snip. 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 Okay. Now, later, tin these wires. Oop, looks like shit. I love this little thing, but at the same time, I hate it. How do I replace it? Anyways, a little puff to smoke. Tin that. Tin those guys. Oh, the things we will do to have cool toys. There. Okay, so that's soldered together. Now we need to solder. Where'd the board go? Where did the board go? Board, where did the board go? There it is. Oh, I've done it now. Now you've done it. You dumb bastard. Oh, jeez. I know. Just unplug this first. Shit, I can't keep unplugging that damn thing. All right. So now, oh yeah. This comes the fun part. Let us blob these up. Oh. Nice. Now the positive wire goes on this side closest to me. What is this thing coming from? Oh, it's from the power thing over there. So let's put it through here. This is gonna be so much fun. You guys I'm gonna probably scream some obscenities here. Give me a moment. A moment to scream obscenities when you try to solder two wires on at the same time. It never works. It never works. And as you're doing it, you want, to become a serial killer for a couple days. Just cause havoc. General malaise. This is not how you're supposed to do this. You should probably use some helping hands, but I'm not going to do that, guys. I'm not. I'm going to punish myself for trying to be a smart guy. That is, yes. That was not really bad at all, actually. If this goes on as fast as the other one, then I'm going to be freaking undressed. Look at that. Like nothing ever happened, you guys. Some people say I know how to solder. Those people are right. Okay. Oh, this is one of my dumber ideas. Here we go. I don't even know how I'm going to mount this thing yet. Oh, my print's done. Need one print. I had to grab my print right back. There goes left cam. There goes left cam. There goes the left cam. Watch it get pulled out. There goes the left cam. Watch where you're walking. That's enough of that. Yes, pull it. There we go. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Welcome. Oop, somebody's talking trash. Who's talking trash out there? Got my ears ringing. Who's talking all that shh? Hi, Manelli. All right, so here's the print. Here's the fan mount on this side here. Break these little guys off. If you wanted, yes, I do always. I always print the raft because my 3D printer likes to come unglued, unhinged, man. Wow. One definitive pull. This part's gonna be tricky. Tricky. Good flathead screwdriver. Watch him as he goes. Lamont does nothing in particular. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Lamont goofs off. That's what it's called. Oh, that print came out great. Look how each of that came out of there. It freaking died halfway through. It did. It came unadhered on this corner. But that's okay. Looks good. Let's see this battery is in here. Look at that. Look at the fit. Look at the fit and filament. It goes in there. All right, so now it's a standalone unit. I could just pull it off of this thing. No turkey jerkies. No herky jerkies, guys. No herky jerkies. No herky jerkies, man. All right. This is the old system. With a little teeny 3S battery. That's like 1100. Not going to be enough for the long range because I want that long range. All right. It's going to be interesting. How am I going to mount? You know what? We'll worry about it. We will slay that dragon when we get to that dungeon. You know what I'm saying? We ain't there yet. That's why I like TPU. I can just bend it and I don't have to break anything. Bend it like the proverbial Beckham. This is the first version of this thing, so this unit is not part of the bottom. Kind of unnerving. Let me get this car out of the way. Oh, for goodness sake. So what's cool is these are standalone unit. Oh, you know what I just remembered? Dang it, flag it, blang it. I gotta print another one. That's what I have to do because I need two. Because this one is not going to work. One moment, please. One moment, please. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. All right, anyways. Taking the old system out of the bathtub into water. This is gonna snap. Is it gonna snap? Just cutting the plastic so it bends a little easier. Looks like it's going to come off there pretty easy. Get that back half off. We are in business. We are in business. Some people mean business. Some people is in business. Cracked it. Cracked it. Didn't mean to do that, but I guess there's nothing really attached to the board, so it doesn't really matter. Very, very carefully. Make sure I don't cut any wires. There's like sticks in here. I drove it at the park once and it was pretty good. I couldn't get a very good distance because the air unit was not didn't have the full signal, but yeah. What the heck? How am I going to get this off here without breaking this thing, you guys? Bed leveling is done. Time to begin the print. Jesus, 31 in that corner, huh? Jesus. You think I would treat my 3D printers better? You really would, but I don't. They're very dirty. Very dusty. Okay. Yeah. Print started. Crank that up to freaking 200%. Crank it up, fuckers. Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to get this off here without breaking it. That's what I was doing, guys. That's what I was doing. There goes my hero, watching as he goes. What is under there? A power control board? Oh. Get off of there. Pin this down. Let's just pull it off. Just pull it off. Just pull it on off. Oh no. That's good enough. That should get it. Yeah, it's gonna. Two things are gonna come off, but that's all right. Because the boards come off like this snap in the middle. This is a pain in the butt. I'd never planned on taking this off of here. Here I am, a glutton for the punishments. Please. I may have to put like a cover on here so I don't get like rocks and stones under the board. Cause a short, that would suck. Here we go. She's out. Out and away. And this guy, don't worry about him because that's just a board. It doesn't have any electronics on it. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Lord of me. There we go. This battery out of here. Mount, you served me well. You served your master well. Now I gotta peel off all of this extra caca. Caca peeling. It's all about the peeling of the caca. All right, I gotta test. There we go. We are not streaming the Facebook today. Think I should have streamed the Facebook? Oh. I've never watched a stream on Facebook. It's like watching a stream on Amazon. There goes my hero, watching as he goes. I think next week I'm going to try to pull Reese in here. Reese, my homie. That's the homie. All right, looks good. So, flip your tails and we use the spray. The spray is somewhere. There it is. It's always somewhere. Just spray that down on there. Nice clean surface. Nice clean surface. There we go. Nice clean surface down there. And we are going to double stack the tape. I use Griselda tape. Griselda tape. Oh. Left cam. Double click. Main. Deactivate. Reactivate. There we go. Okay. I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. Oh, why, oh, why? Look at this mass of what will soon be an FPV car. Okay, so there's FPV stuff right there. We'll just clean the bottom of that off. I don't want to put it down on the table and get it dirty. But we're going to pop this down in here. I need the blade de la razor blade. Shoot. It's okay. Where is the red handled, whatever. We'll just use scissors. Okay, we're just gonna use scissors. Not optimal, but it'll work. Put that down in there nice and snug. Second piece, same as the first. down in there. Look, a rock. Now I could really use a razor blade right now. I really could. I'd be really happy. AKA, I'm not going to find one. Of all the things I did not put in the drawers, you know what? I'll just use this. There goes my hero. There you go. All right. Watching as he comes. That sucker on there. Feeling good about it, guys. Feeling really good about it. All right, so this is the tape front. Oh, didn't I say I was going to double layer it? That guy's smart. Because there are bumpity bumps on there. So I'm going to go ahead and double layer this to fill in some of the gaps. God bless Lexan scissors, you know? Even the dullest ones will still cut plastic. Professionally RCing, you know, that's the pros do it. Maybe ugly, but it works. Okay. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Okay. Drop that down in there. Oops. That drops down in there. That goes there. There we go. All right. Now comes the tricky part, right? Because this part right here On the other device, I don't have one of these. This part is the head tracker. On the second one I got, this one is the V2, and this one here is the V2, and the head tracker part is underneath of the board. So you don't have to use this, but I'm going to put two things in there and make it work. Remove this, put a new slice on. Little slice of life. We're just going to put a pretty little tree right here. Just a pretty little RC tree right here. Look at that. It's real nice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. What is my double-sided tape, which I am running out of? I think I have a roll in the car. I'm going to go this way because I have another one of those cables and I don't have another one of these antenna cables. All right, cut this with an intent not to cut the wire as well. There we go. Peel that back. There we go. And then this guy is going to go on like this. Zang. I wonder if this is analog. The signal from here is analog or if it's digital to the head tracker. One may never know. Pop that into the antenna holder. Skadoosh. Boom. All right. Looks like this is not touching the inside of here, which is not part of the plan. I don't want to press it too hard because I don't want to fuck up the board. But it doesn't look like it's come off. That's good. All right. And now, where to mount this board is the question. I think we're going to mount it on top of here. Like this. And let me guess, this doesn't fit. Oh, it does fit. Look at man, this is amazing. I love it when a plan comes together, you know? Slides on there. And I think, yeah, we're gonna mount this on top of here, I think. Is this gonna reach? Looks like it's gonna. Shoot. It may not. Darn it. I may have to try and run this back underneath of those cables. Here we go. We're going to try to do this and not pull any of these wires loose. I don't think we're going to be able to do that, but it's worth a try.